morning, it's Leanne.
And Reema.
And what did we do last night?
We slept in the van.
Yeah, first night in the van. Reema bought a new van and it was already a cute little conversion. And yeah, this was the first night out. How do you sleep?
Not the best.
No, it wasn't ideal. I think it was -3 last night, according to Met Office. And yeah, I guess it was fine under the duvet, but you know it gets really cold. And this one had to sleep in the bed. Don't know if you can see the door.
Oh, here we go. Erin slept perfectly with her snores.
Yeah.
Kind of got in the way of us having a comfy night, but that's fine. In the summer she'll get to lie on the floor.
So we got up about 7 and I don't know if you can tell by the beautiful warm glow on our faces that we watched the sunrise. So I'll show the view. It was absolutely beautiful. Had a cup of tea and now I think we're going to go down to, is it Derwent we're going to go?
Derwent Dam, yeah.
Maybe do a little wild swim.
Definitely do a little wild swim. Even if it's just the feet and ankles. All the way up to the knees maybe.
But I'm a bit terrified of water, especially if I can't see what's in the bottom. And there's no way I'm putting my head under it, so baby steps, baby steps.
Fingers crossed it'll be alright.
Right, I'll show you the view and then we're going to head on to Derwent. Well, just sat in the van. Reema is making, boiling some water to make a couple of hot water bottles in preparation for when we get back from, what is it, wild swimming? If it actually happens. It's pretty cold. Got multiple layers on and gloves and this beanie hat and it is freezing. So what is really nice though is as we were driving here, the sun hadn't quite come out onto the hills yet, so they were really muted and cold looking and frosty, and then there was just like these beautiful kind of golden rays like just on the top of the hills and stuff as we were driving around. So that was really nice to see. The scenery is just stunning. It's a definite change of plan for me. I am not going in the water. My fingers and toes already hurt and are going numb, so it's no paddling for me. I'm just going to enjoy a cup of tea and a hot water bottle when we get back to the van. Reema's ready to get in the water.
I don't think this is one of those where you get used to it. I think I'm done. It's enjoyable to some extent.
Erin, what are you doing? You being silly? I think it's probably also worth noting that I've never gone wild swimming before. So in the middle of January in the Peak District, it's pretty nippy. Maybe not the best one, certainly not for a full submerge, because I guess cold water shock's a pretty serious thing. I certainly won't be swimming. I think I was just gonna kind of go knee waist deep and then submerge if I dared. But no, Reema's been out a few times. Oh, it's happening. The sun is properly coming out now. What is it, 20 to 10? And can finally feel some heat from it. It's quite nice now. Well, we were here for about 10-15 minutes and yeah, I think it's time to go back to the van and get warm. Maybe wander down to the visitor centre or into Edale to go and get some food. In the van after popping down to Derwent Dam, which is beautiful, absolutely huge, with the water coming down. It's not cold enough to freeze that yet, but I keep going on about how cold it is. It's pretty nippy. We saw a robin popping around, just hopping around. It seemed fairly tame. I think I managed to get sort of close on some of the footage. And we were just having a look down at the visitor centre. I can't remember what it's called actually. Do you remember the name of the visitor centre? No. So we were just having a look down there, got a flapjack to put me on for breakfast, and I was reading about how, you know, the dam is over 100 years old and it took over 1,000 people and families to build it. And then what did you get to read about?
My favourite subject, read about how they turn wastewater into clean water, and the sludginess, with the P word, poo. Also looks like a really cool centre to come biking. Loads of bikes out here, loads of spaniels, loads of other dogs. Really nice place. I think we'll have to come back in the summer when it's not frosty as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we need to come back as well without Erin, because Erin's quite old and has had leg surgeries, so she can't really walk that far. But you know, there's hikes for, you know, 10, 15, 20 kilometres if you want to go all the way around Derwent, and you can even go around Ladybower as well at the bottom. So I think we should come back and do that.
Yep, sounds good.
But come back when it's sunrise so we get all these beautiful golden colours again.
Yeah.
So, nice. Right, time to head off to Hope or Edale.
Hope.
Find Hope and find some breakfast. Okay, so back home now. After leaving Hope after breakfast, went to Buxton to visit the brewery and some charity shops, look at lots of dogs. You picked up some beers, didn't you? Yeah, some craft beer. And we ended up just coming back now and we're clean and warm, although the heating at the smart thermostat is breaking, so thankfully I can override it. We'll get there. A nice blanket.
We're not having 2 cold nights in a row though, luckily.
Yeah, it's not going to be -3, is it, again? So, yeah. How was your first adventure in your new van?
Amazing. It was really fun. Leanne asked me on the way home, did I have any regrets on buying the van? And obviously the answer is no. A few different things to change for next time, but nothing too major. And yeah, we also drove past the place where I got my lovely dog Matty, who's unfortunately not with us anymore, but he is inspiration for the name of the van, which is Patty, which maybe I'll explain a bit more another time when you can actually see the van. But that was really nice. That felt like he was there with us, and we had a few of his blankets as well, so that was really nice to have him on our adventure as well. But yeah, really love it. Nice. Saw the Peak District, not seen that very much before, so that was cool.
Yeah, it was so nice just being able to wake up, open the van, watch the sunrise as you're getting ready, and then drive around the peaks with the beautiful kind of golden glow of the morning, despite the nipping frost. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, so nice to feel like you're like awake before most people, certainly before we would be on any other weekend, actually getting out and exploring. So it's going to be really difficult to not go away every weekend, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. The van will be well used, and I think it's completely different as well when you're getting up on a morning and there's just these stunning views outside and the sunrise. Like for me, it's not hard to get up earlier to see it. I mean, it's winter, so they're not that early, but yeah.
Yeah, you can see your breath in the van. That kind of suggests that getting up and moving might be a good idea.
But it's so cosy under the duvet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that covers it for this trip. Maybe we'll have a look inside the van properly on a future trip. But that's it for this one. We're going to have a takeaway. Maybe watch some YouTube of some other more experienced van lifers. Yeah, crack on. Bye.